Formula Enterprise is a co-op effort between the SCCA Enterprises, Elan, and Van Diemen. This is the end result. What they're going for is a spec formula car that is absolutely identical throughout the field.
And perhaps the most stunning is the young man with the gold medal. Biz?
Well, Rob's getting out of his car. I'll tell you, this young man's so excited. It's great to see that emotion. Rob, we got to ask you, mate. First of all, you inherited the lead. That had to make you happy. But then the second place man came by on the last lap. What were you thinking?
Well, we had to get back to third, and then once Heinersee went off, all of a sudden he started closing on me, and I was just like, oh man, it ain't gonna be easy.
You left the door open for him a little bit when he got by.
Well, there's a little damage on here. I didn't leave it too open, you know. Got us
One
ready
last
for this.
question. Where are you guys celebrating tonight? Because I want to be at this
Let's
party.
check in one more time with Biz.
Hey guys, you know how Mazda loves to brag that there are more Mazdas raced every weekend than any other manufacturer? Well, a lot of that is due to Spec Miata. There's 28 cars starting here, but at some weekends there's some 40 cars will take the field. When it comes to C-Sport racing, a driver has several different choices as far as the chassis goes. You can actually start out with a Formula Atlantic car like you see in the background there. Go and put full body work on it. This would have a carbon fiber chassis, 1600cc engine, and has to weigh 1,325 pounds. Michael Pettiford has won 3 divisional championships in the SCCA this year. In T1, his beautiful black Corvette. He has the red Pontiac Solstice and the turbocharged Solstice. He's going for the championship in T2. Michael, I've got to ask you, quite a lofty goal to win a national championship in 3 different classes.
Well, you're absolutely right, John. It's been quite a journey to get here.
As many of you know, Formula Atlantic is a very popular class all throughout North America. These pro cars have filtered down into the club racing from 02, and they are beautifully turned out. The front wings are very effective. Those shock absorbers sitting on top of the carbon fiber chassis are worth $10,000.
Up the front row starters today, here's John Bisignano.
Well, Brian Simo got his Mustang on that front row by working very hard to develop its drivability. He's very confident that he can give some real competition to this man, Paul Genelosi. 5 poles and 4 wins, Paul, but the competition has never been closer.
Well, John, every week these other guys get closer to the combination.
Welcome back to Pikes Peak International Raceway, and it's been a bad first couple laps for Brian DeBreeze. Now, they brought the car in, and right here, this big hole in the car, that's really not anything that's going to take him out of the race. There's lots of room in here, lots of crushable area that's not going to take him out. This is the problem. The fluid leaking out of the front of the car, it's coolant. They've undone all the hoses. The radiator is definitely damaged, and at this high altitude, especially up here, they have to have a cooling system that's working at 100%. You are the 1998 Trans Am World Champion.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it? I'm not. The Rocket Sports team is. All of these guys that have stuck with this thing for a long time, that's who the champion is.
You started the season, a brand new type of car. You were familiar with the chassis, new bodywork, new tires. The BFGs did a great job for you, but you came out of the box ready to race, ready to win.
Well, every year we try to start as ready as we can.
Calling the action from the pit lane is the 3rd member of our broadcast team, John Bisignano.
I'm standing right on the Monaco circuit. Because it's so narrow, it's one of the toughest tracks to pass on in the world. Now, unlike other forms of racing in Formula One, there are no tire or fuel stops required. So this is where the drivers want to be, out on the circuit. They don't even want to see another bit of road over here, the pit lane. The problem is, if you come in here, you're going to lose so much time, you're never going to be able to make it up. The positions and the time lost out on the track is gone forever. Now remember, Ayrton Senna nursed a very sick car home twice in his 3 victories. If he shows up in here for even the slightest problem, this race is up for grabs.